nation's capital. Two blonde journalists who seek your blood. You're listening to Breaking Beltway with Jessica Chasmar and Timpf.
And welcome to Breaking Beltway with Jessica Chasmar and Timpf. I sounded a little different in that intro, didn't I? I put on the effects for that one, but we love I love Halloween. Do you love Halloween?
I love Halloween.
It's one of the best. And you're listening to Breaking Beltway with Jessica Chasmar and Timpf.
Hello.
We come to you guys every Tuesday night with the latest hot topics of the week. And tonight we want to celebrate Halloween because it's a lot of fun and we got some good stories for you coming up tonight. Mm-hmm. So, Kat, you had some media appearances over the weekend for a couple of stories, didn't you, about Halloween costumes?
Yes, I did. I was on Fox and Friends on Friday morning. Basically, a couple of schools are warning students very strictly about politically correct Halloween costumes. And it's not just obvious things, okay? Pretty much anything is politically incorrect at this point.
Like cowboys and Indians kind of thing?
Yeah, one school said no Indians. Another school actually said, the University of Colorado Boulder said no cowboys. And I kind of couldn't believe it. So I actually went in, to the school's website and called the school. And a spokesperson talked to me and said, yeah, you know what? It's crude. I'm from Montana. I'm from a ranch family. And the whole sheriff badge and big tall cowboy hat, that's not an accurate representation of a cowboy.
Oh my God,
so
you gotta be kidding me.
Right. So everything has
cowboys are the last people on the planet I would ever think would be offended by something like this.
Right, and not to mention the whole, it's not an accurate representation of a cowboy. Who cares? This is what I said on Fox. I said, these kids are trying to go to Halloween parties. They're not trying to participate in historical reenactments.
Right, exactly.
Like what are they gonna have to fact check all their Halloween costumes to make sure they're an accurate representation? They're not trying to be an actual cattle rancher.
And what does it matter? I mean, the whole point is to be funny.
Yeah,
although there was one I saw that was a little in poor taste, but I don't know. I thought it was a rebel move, and I kind of liked it.
What was it?
It was Zimmerman and Trayvon.
Oh my God!
And Trayvon had the Skittles and the Arizona iced tea, and he had the the blood and everything, and Zimmerman had the orange jumpsuit or whatever. It was okay, but
see the thing about that is that's somebody trying to be offensive. Whatever. It's a free country.
At least it's topical. But the Cowboys and Indians, and you can't do sombreros.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anything with a sombrero, anything involving a sombrero is
like
offensive.
Sombreros don't exist. Mexicans don't wear them. They've never worn them.
like you just can't wear a sombrero. What's that going to do?
Stereotypes exist for a reason, and stereotypes are what you're supposed to focus on when that's what Halloween is.
That's what Halloween is all about, is stereotypes. Nobody is actually like, oh, I saw this Halloween costume, now I know what a cowboy's like, and now if I
right.
Do people really think that if they go to Mexico, they're gonna see a bunch of people walking around with ponchos and sombreros and mustaches? I'm pretty sure nobody thinks that.
But what was the other one? White trash was another thing they couldn't do.
Yeah, white trash. Can't be white trash. Can't be a hillbilly.
Oh, and you can't be ghetto either.
You can't be ghetto.
What was this, Montana? Or what are we talking about? Because there were two different schools you reported on.
It was University of Minnesota and then also University of Colorado Boulder.
Okay.
But it was just basically like...
And it's not a requirement, it's just they're asking these students to tone it down and to be politically correct for Halloween. Is that what they're doing?
Right. Well, they're not going to formally punish any students, but the thing is okay, if you want to be on the administration's radar for the rest of your 4 years and, because you want to go as a cowboy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I
gotta tell you, I wish I lived near there. I'd be riding through there in blackface or something. Seriously.
God.
That is ridiculous. Somebody needs to take a stand over there. I'm sure they are.
It is ridiculous. These kids, I talked to some kids actually, and they were like, we don't know what to be. What are we supposed to be?
What are we gonna be?
Like,
can you be a hippie? Can you be a I used to dress up as a freak when I was a kid. Can you dress up as a freak?
I don't know. It better be an accurate representation of a freak.
It better be an accurate representation or like a nerd. Can you be a nerd?
I don't know, man. You can basically be like an animal or a vegetable. Like all of the other charades categories.
Vegetable or mineral, but you can't be any actual person that exists.
I mean, it seems like your best
bet. Because you might
bet.
offend somebody.
Right.
You don't want to offend anybody. That's
Why
that's a
is
no-no.
that the biggest deal about offending people?
I don't know. I love offending people.
Right, I know you do, and it's not only that. It's like we're allowed to offend people.
Right.
This is America.
Right, especially on a campus. I mean, you guys are supposed to be, free speech and all that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then so this is the next generation, which is what I always keep in mind whenever I do these stories. Is I'm like, well, this is what the next generation is learning. This is our future. Our future is going to be a bunch of people that think everything's offensive and they're really weak and wimpy and they're a bunch of pansies, and that's what we've got coming our way.
Yeah, I mean, well, we see it in our generation too. I mean, please.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, it's already pretty bad, but it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Inside the Beltway here, it's pretty bad. And as far as there was a story on Fox News earlier today, and this dancer Julianne Howe, do you know her? She's from
I don't know her.
Dancing with the Stars. I have no idea who she is either, but
Right.
I do watch Orange is the New Black. It's a Netflix series. Anyway, she went to a party dressed as Crazy Eyes, which is a black woman, and Julianne is a white woman, so she went in blackface, I guess. They call it blackface, but it really just looks like she put on a lot of tanner.
Okay, it doesn't look like blackface. I was expecting something very different when you said blackface.
Everybody knows what blackface is, and it's very, very noticeable. This is not blackface, but anyway, the whole point was to make herself look black. So, the NAACP went after her, and she apologized via Twitter, and, I understand, her being a celebrity and being in the public eye, but I don't think that people should be offended by stuff like this.
Okay, here's the thing.
Ridiculous.
Here's what I think, though. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I think this woman is an idiot. I think if she is shocked at all that she's getting this kind of attention, I mean,
Oh, I don't think she's shocked. She's probably just she was probably forced to apologize, or she'll probably lose her job.
I know, but I just kind of feel like, I mean, of course she's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like really, of all the things, we got schools here talking about don't dress like a cowboy, and meanwhile this lady's gonna dress in blackface, and she's shocked that people are a little upset. She's gonna dress up in literal blackface, and she's like, I don't know what everyone's so mad. I don't know.
Okay, let's give the girl some credit. She apologized. She was never shocked. She was never like,
she's
oh my God, I don't know what people are talking about. She's an idiot. She was remorseful. But
I think she's an idiot. I want to go on the record saying that this woman is an idiot.
Well, she's a celebrity. She's in the public eye. Of course she's an idiot.
All the more reason to not dress in blackface. Other than the fact that you should never do that.
But my point is that people need to freaking lighten up. This is a character on a television show. Okay? She's not pretending to be, I don't know. This is a character on a television show. Somebody pretending. I don't see a problem with it.
Well, because the history, all the history of blackface,
sure,
there were no black actors, all that stuff. So I could see. I'm like the littlest, whitest, most Caucasianist of all. So I mean, this is not something that I can relate to.
Cat is clear.
I'm very, very white and pale and blonde. I'm very. People don't look at me and say oh, I wonder if she's mixed with something. That's not something that happens. But oh my, I think it's just a very culturally ignorant thing to do, to think that you're not going to face backlash for literally painting blackface. And is this a picture of her in blackface at some sort of red carpet event?
No, she was at a party. Yeah, she was at a Halloween party.
At no point while she was getting ready for her evening did she say, "Wait a minute." Did she look in the mirror and say,
Well,
"Wait a minute"?
It was her,
I appear to be in blackface.
It was her and a group of her girlfriends. They all appeared as a different character on the television show.
Okay, so she apparently doesn't
I guess
have
they
any
didn't
black,
have any black
she didn't
friends.
have any black friends. Okay.
No black friends in that group.
I'm shocked because if they had the black friends, if the black friend wouldn't have gone as the black character, the black friend would have said,
would have told her not to do that. Like,
you know what?
That's not a good
People
idea.
don't like it when you wear blackface.
Okay, so the one thing that we did learn about this woman is she may not be racist, but she definitely does not have black friends.
Yeah, and she's very definitely stupid.
Yeah, and she's a dumbass. But
Yeah.
with that, we are going to move on to some Halloween-themed music with Ghostbusters. Always a classic. And welcome back to Breaking Beltway with Jessica Chasmar and Catherine Timpf. And there was a story today on Entertainment Weekly that I thought was interesting and actually really cute and funny. ABC apologized for these little kids. It was like Jimmy Kimmel. He had these this panel of little kids. It was kind of like kids say the darndest things, you know? And he kind of questioned them on what America should do about its debt to China. And let me play the clip for you real quick. I have to edit some of this out.
America owes China a lot of money, $1.3 trillion. How should we pay them back?
Ukraine is all the way over and kill everyone in China.
Kill everyone in China?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting idea. Yes.
Put a huge wall so they can't come to us.
You're saying build a wall in China? A huge, great kind of a wall?
Yeah.
That would never happen.
A huge wall.
That would never happen.
When you owe someone money, should you pay them back?
Never.
Well, then they won't lend you money anymore.
And that's the problem.
Should this country be forced to pay our own debts?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just said kill everyone in China a little while ago. What happened to that? Should we allow the Chinese to live?
Yeah. No. If we don't allow them to live, then they'll try to kill us. But then they will all be killed. Right. They're going to be all be killed. If we kill them, they won't pay us.
Well, this has been an interesting edition of Kids Table, the Lord of the Flies edition. I'd like to thank my correspondents, Braden, Ava.
So, offensive to you because ABC had to cut it out of the show.
Here's what I don't get. I don't get why ABC is apologizing for things that children say.
Right? Is that not the cutest thing? I thought that was so cute and hilarious. And what's so funny is like there's this little Asian girl sitting next to him like, yeah, kill them all!
I mean, they're kids. They don't even know what they're talking.
They don't know what they're talking about. So why?
Kids never know what they're talking about. That's why they're kids.
ABC, they got a complaint from this group that it's called 80/20, and they identify themselves as Pan-Asian American political organization, and they got this complaint, and ABC basically just said that, you know, they're really sorry, they didn't want to upset any Chinese, Asian, or other communities, and they're editing it out of the show. So, which is a shame because I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I mean,
I like how
if anything, maybe I'm scared of China. I don't want them to see that and get any ideas.
Yeah. The funny thing about this Entertainment Weekly video is they put Chinese subtitles on it.
Oh no! See? See? We gotta be careful, man. We do owe them a lot of money.
I think that's cute though, and I think people are just getting a little too crazy. But you know, they do have advertisers. They do have to, you know.
Right, that's the thing.
They have to deal with a lot of that. So
people aren't getting too crazy. I mean, it's gone too crazy already. I mean, you can't even dress as a cowboy anymore. Yes, I am gonna keep going back to that because that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to think of some of the things that I dressed as, like college. I'm trying to think. If it was anything that was like offensive. I was the sweet transvestite from Transsexual Transylvania once.
Oh yeah,
is that offensive?
Yeah, they also said nothing that glamorizes sex work.
So the Rocky Horror Picture Show is out.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show would be out.
Oh my god, that's like all I own. I was that like 3 years in a row.
I mean, it's Halloween.
Are you going to be anything this year, Kat?
I did this thing where I had a fox ears and a fox tail, and had a constitution, and I was Fox News.
Nice.
But I don't know if I'm gonna do it. My friend Joel was, Joel, the gay guy who I stay with in New York all the time.
Yeah.
He was the panda cam.
Oh.
It was
like
a good idea. Like, he was a panda, and he walked around, like, with the camera, and I don't know. He was one of those people that was really annoying. Like, the panda cam was down, and that was all he cared about.
Right.
With the shutdown. And he's actually a very, very intelligent guy. He just really cared about the panda cam.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the people that didn't really care about the shutdown, that was really the only thing they cared to focus on.
Right, but was the weirdest part about him, is that he dedefinitely did care, and he's a very
he did care about the shutdown.
Yeah, he's a very smart. He's a social media editor at the New York Post.
Gotcha.
And he's very
can be smart and not give a crap about the shutdown.
Right. I mean, like, so he's, as a social media editor, he's very, very up on all the headlines. He knew all the details that were going on. But the moment the shutdown ended, his first tweet was, "First things first, when is the panda cam getting turned back on?" He just really, really likes pandas. That's all there is to it.
And another thing that, Kat and I are big Lou Reed fans.
Oh my gosh.
And he passed away Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
I believe it was Sunday. No, it was today.
No, it was Sunday.
Crap.
It was Sunday.
All the days running together, and I can never remember. But I was a big Lou Reed fan back in middle school. I wore out Velvet Underground's "Loaded," and
I have a Lou Reed poster in my bedroom.
He was a cool guy. He was a good rocker, but drugs caught up to him. He lived till he was 71. I mean, he lived a good life. So yesterday just wasn't really a sad day, but kind of a fun day because we got to rock out to some Lou Reed. And tonight, in honor of Halloween and Mr. Lou Reed, we are going to resurrect his ghost and play a song tonight. What do we have? Oh, of course, "Walk on the Wild Side."
Nice. All right, welcome back, Breaking Beltway. You're listening right now to Catherine Timpf and Jessica Chasmar. Every Tuesday we do this. We talk about a lot of ridiculous things happening right now. This one's pretty insane. This kid got suspended for writing a poem that said negative things about his high school football team titled Stupid.
Yeah. I wrote this story for WashingtonTimes.com, and it surprisingly didn't gain any steam. But this 16-year-old, he read this poem for his English class. It was part of an assignment to read it in front of his class. And he's a football player. He's a junior defensive end.
Right. It's supposed to be about a poem about something that made you angry.
Oh yeah. That was the assignment. Something that makes you angry. And he wrote a poem about how the team has lost 7 games so far this season.
His team.
His team
that he's on.
Right. He was suspended for 4 days and removed from the team for the rest of the season.
4 days.
And they said that it was due to hazing and harassment.
Okay, so he's harassing and hazing himself because he's also on the team.
So.
Oh, sorry. I got a little angry just now.
Yeah. And
everything's hazing and harassment. Okay, listen, world. Just because something is negative and it's not like sunshine and flowers and whatever the heck, doesn't mean it's like a suspendable, horrible offense where there needs to be legal action, or this could really mess up this kid's grades. Like, he was doing his homework.
He if you're going to ask your students to write about something that makes them angry, then you better be prepared
to hear what makes them angry.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
And even this is so innocent. I mean, think about what it could have been about. I mean, this is so dumb. And not only that, they kicked him off the team. I mean, and they called it hazing. It's just,
how is it hazing? How is that hazing? I mean,
they're suing.
He said he didn't. He said, "How is this hazing?" I seen the story. He says, I didn't name any names."
Yeah, he didn't name any names in the poem.
So basically, since it's his team, he could just as easily be talking about himself.
Pretty much. He's
frustrated that the team's not doing well. He didn't say... No, man, I'm upset.
This is clearly a violation of the First Amendment, and that's what his attorney is going to be. Hopefully, is going to get him back in school and get this removed from his record and get him back on the team.
This is so sad. I mean, does it say anywhere that any kids on the team even complain? You know what? No, they're just looking. From all these stories, a common theme of not a lot of them right now. Is people are just walking around all day long with nothing better to do, looking for something to get offended about.
Rabble. That's I totally get it. I mean, we're in D.C., dude. I mean, really, it's the worst ever.
And they're training people in these universities with this costume police. Which I talked about that. I said, what's next? I said this on Fox. And I'll say it again, what's like an accurate representation? Like, what next are they gonna have? Like, the PC police going in the frat houses, and they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm sorry, pumpkins do not have arms and legs. That's not an accurate representation of a pumpkin. You're offending pumpkin farmers, okay? I don't understand. Nothing is okay anymore. Nothing is okay. Everything is some sort of horrible racist hazing, harassment, rape culture. I mean, we just keep coming up with all these new.
I honestly think, and I've always lived my life by this. I think that everybody, one time in their life, just needs a really good punch to the face. And there's a lot of people in this world that you just know have never had a good punch to the face because bullying can sometimes be good for kids.
I mean,
I'm not saying harassment or torture or any of that, but a little kick in the mud can help build character. Everybody's been bullied in their life. I've been bullied. I've been bullied.
Yeah.
Everybody's been bullied. I mean, to protect these kids, it's a nerf culture. We want to protect these kids to the point that they are sterile and completely worthless. That's what we've come to. It's the wussification of these children, and it's totally in our generation too.
It's the wussification of America.
Absolutely.
I think it's everywhere, and it's just gonna keep getting worse. I mean,
I wrote a story. Oh my God! God forbid we ever become like the UK because it's getting there. Because I just wrote a story. I don't have it pulled up here, so I might not have everything accurate, but. A woman in the UK, a small little town in England, she drove a taxi and she had to remove the English flags from her taxi cab because the English flags were deemed offensive and alienating to foreigners. And it was something along the lines of not letting foreigners be able to live their day-to-day life in a comfortable environment.
So she can't have the flag of her own country.
Of her own country.
In her own country.
Could you imagine having, whoever the governing body is in your province, telling you got to take the American flag off your car or they will not renew your license. That's what they're saying to her. They're saying, take them off or we're not going to renew your license and you will lose your livelihood. That's what they're telling her.
I really wish that I were more shocked by that, but I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that happening here.
Oh my God.
Soon.
I swear, remember, we've had this conversation before, and I told you that there are very, very, very few things that I'm ready to get up in arms about. Very few things. Mm-hmm. But the First Amendment,
oh yeah,
that's my boo. Don't mess with that. That is the one thing. So.
Did you just say the First Amendment is your boo?
Yes.
I love that. I love that. No, I love it. I love it. I do love it.
Oh, okay. There was this other story, and Kat, you heard about this story before you even heard it from me. But I wrote this story for WashingtonTimes.com. I got it from the Daily Mail. This 33-year-old loser, this Los Angeles songwriter nobody, dropped $100,000 on plastic surgery to look like his idol Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. 33-year-old man.
I just said
100,000. You know what? Who?
Yeah, $100,000. He got hair plugs. He got a nose job. He got chin reduction, Botox, eyelid surgery. He's gonna get a smile surgery, which is basically when they make your lips curl upward and make you look younger. He's gonna get that. $100,000. Where is he getting this money?
Also,
who's paying for this?
Who is this plastic surgeon?
Right?
You're kind of a jerk, bro.
Yeah, like this is obviously a deep-seated body dysmorphic behavior.
I could never in my life do that. You know, have somebody come into my office and say I want to look like and say, okay.
I want to be Justin Bieber.
We're not talking.
Make me Justin Bieber. Could you imagine that conversation?
I know. This plastic surgeon, he might be a terrible guy. He might have been like, yes. But I mean, I would never want to.
He saw cha-ching, cha-ching.
I mean, if I were going to go get plastic surgery of some kind, and I saw that this doctor had that on his record, that he made, I'd be like, okay, well, I cannot trust this man.
Oh,
I will be taking my business elsewhere.
Breaking Beltway listeners, just in case you're wondering, Kat is packing right now.
I'm unpacking. I'm unpacking. I was in New York for 10 days, and I'm unpacking because my roommate cannot see this. She will get very, very upset. As she should.
That's the rustling and clunking you hear.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm on a time crunch.
That's Kat wallowing in her own filth.
I'm not wallowing in my own filth would be what would be happening if you didn't have the rustling. It'd be what happened if I didn't deal with this mess before it got to be too serious.
I'm trying to find if we have any worthy quotes from this guy, because he is just awesome. Hold on.
The Bieber guy?
Yeah. He wanted to look young, and he said, when I first sought out to look like Justin, I only paid attention to his boyish looks and his youthful glow and his smile and studying Justin. And I guess he studied Justin for a really long time. I guess you'd have to.
Okay,
I mean,
there's a difference. People get plastic surgery to look young all the time. People do not get plastic surgery to look specifically like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it doesn't help either that he's a songwriter, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
I really wonder how Justin Bieber himself feels about this.
Right?
I really wish I had him on speed dial. And
actually, Bieber is, where is he? He's in Guatemala right now, I believe, building houses.
How do you know that? I never know where Bieber is.
I read TMZ. Sometimes they have, I got the Lou Reed story from them, and they have some really good, they break celeb news a lot. But, you know, they have a lot of stupid Bieber crap, too.
Oh, yeah.
But he's actually, helped build something in some third world country. I don't remember if it was Guatemala or not.
Yeah.
But TMZ had to point out that he was shirtless, of course.
Oh, jeez.
And with that, we're going from pop to pop with Thriller. And welcome back to Breaking Beltway with Jessica Chasmar and Timpf.
Hello?
We come to you every Tuesday night, and tonight is a special Halloween edition with some Halloween songs and some Halloween-related topics. And now we want to talk about one of Kat's most favorite subjects, candy.
Candy!
Huffington Post put out an article about the worst candy that people can give out. What do you think are the worst? What were your favorites and the worst candy that when you were a kid?
Obviously, you know, the house with the king size candy bar was the best house. The worst house, yeah. I would have to say, those weird black and orange things in the wrappers, the black and orange wrappers that
Mary Jane's.
They're unidentified. Are those Mary Janes? I don't even know what the heck they are.
They're disgusting.
You want to know why they're the worst candy? Because all of them expired in 1977.
Right? Oh my God. And what are they like? It's like peanut butter molasses or something. I don't know what it is, but it's disgusting.
Everybody who wants to eat that garbage died 40 years ago.
Right?
That's how I feel.
Oh, wait, it
about
says here that they date back to 1914. That's probably when they went out of business, too. Oh, and Tootsie Rolls. Those are the worst. I hate Tootsie Rolls.
You know what? To be honest, I've eaten like 50 Tootsie Rolls before, just standing in a corner at a party because I was bored and I'm not sometimes not very social. I just stood in the corner and ate Tootsie Rolls. So that's the thing that I did.
Candy corn made this list. I like candy corn. I don't have a problem with candy corn.
You know, I ate some candy corn today for breakfast. But, I mean, that's just because it was readily available to me. I would never go out and, purchase candy corn.
Blech, no. And then, remember those wax lips that were just god-awful? And remember the little wax Coke bottles with the liquid inside?
Oh, I love those. I love those.
What is up with wax candy? Like, whose brilliant idea was that to just give people edible wax?
I mean, I didn't... Well, the little bottles had sugar water in them.
Yeah, had syrup in it.
You were just supposed to eat that. You're supposed to drink out the sugar water. But obviously all the kids ate the wax.
Oh, of course, you were supposed to eat the wax.
We all ate the wax.
And the wax lips too. I used to eat those and they were disgusting.
Yeah.
But I had there's another one that I really hate are the Milk Duds. I can't stand the Milk Duds.
Oh, yum. Give me your Milk Duds.
I have a confession, a little personal story to give here. My first kiss was actually on a Halloween. I was
What do Milk Duds have to do with
Well,
it?
I was 13, and it was Halloween night, and all my friends were pressuring me into doing this, right? I had never kissed anybody before. Finally, I made my move, but little did I know he had popped about 4 of those babies in his mouth. And I went in for the kill.
How was that? How was that not obvious?
Because I snuck up on him, and it kind of ruined me for life. Milk Duds are kind of gross. I don't even know what they are. Caramel and
they're caramel covered chocolate, and they are delicious.
Ruined my life. Ruined my experience for caramel chocolate forever, for sure.
So, are you trying to tell me you don't like any caramel chocolate?
No, just the Milk Duds. I haven't had one since, to be honest. But
I gotta tell you, man. Every single year, I would eat so much candy that I would throw up or come very close to throwing up.
Yeah.
And I can't say that I've gotten much better in my adulthood.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that.
I've gotten a little better, but I mean, just this weekend I ate myself sick again. So yesterday I had all this Twix ice cream. I mean, crumpling up a piece of paper. I had all this Twix ice cream. It was really, really rough on my stomach. And then I also was like, okay, well, my stomach is briefly healed. I think it's time for me to eat some Chinese broccoli left over from last night. I don't know. It's hard for some people with the eating. The not eating. The not eating is hard for some people.
For some people, mostly.
I don't know. This one guy, on Halloween, I had a weird experience. This guy, I was going trick-or-treating with him, and he said something to me. I didn't know what he said, and I was like, yeah. He was apparently asking me to be his girlfriend. This was in 9th grade. And so then he was my boyfriend, and I didn't know what to do because I did not like him at all, and he was disgusting. And then everyone was like, he just asked you to be his... And I was, too scared to, actually tell him I didn't like him. So what I did was every time we were together, I just would not talk.
Oh my God, Kat, you're right. You haven't grown up since then.
I would just not talk. So what I did was just not talk, and then he eventually broke up with me for being boring.
Oh, well, there you go. It worked out.
Right. I mean, I'm a lot of things. I'm definitely not boring, but I'm sure my not talking was very I just stopped. I completely, we'd be walking down the hallway, and I would just not talk.
What else for Halloween? The vandalism. I used to be really into the vandalism when I started to get a little older. It stopped being about the candy and more about the vandalism and the making out. Did you ever ruin anything or put dog poop on people's lawns or anything?
I squirted honey on someone's mailbox once, and I felt badass about it for 2 years. I was a good girl.
Oh.
I put grass on top of it. I put honey on there, and then I put grass on it from somebody's lawnmower thing. Oh man, I got him good, man. I really got him
I think
good.
you're still a little traumatized by it, maybe.
I'm a really good little prankster. I'm traumatized by how bad I need to clean my apartment.
All right. Well, we'll let Kat get back to cleaning her apartment. Let's see. What do we got here? We got another song? Oh yeah, we do have another song. Then we'll come back shortly. You're listening to Breaking Beltway.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Breaking Beltway with me, Catherine Timpf, and also Jessica Chasmar.
Hello.
We do this every Tuesday, but there's something very special about this Tuesday, and that is that it is my
Kat's
birthday. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Everybody make sure that you wish Kat a happy birthday on her Twitter account. What's your
Twitter?
Twitter?
K as in kite, C as in chocolate, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, P as in Paul, F as in Frank. That's at KC Timpf. Follow me, tweet at me, happy birthday all day. It's my birthday.
How old are you?
25.
25, the big
October-
25. Hey, you can rent a car now.
October 29th, Scorpio. That's me. Follow Tuesday for my birthday.
Okay. She's very excited.
I love my birthday. It's all about me.
And I also, Halloween is kind of special for me because I actually started at the Washington Times on Halloween Day exactly 2 years ago.
I remember that.
You remember that? On the first day, remember, Kat, we went and got our ID badges together.
Yep, because I had been working there already, but still did not get my ID badge yet.
Yes. And I think we automatically hit it off. I think one of my first questions were, are you single?
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah. I said, yeah. And you said, good.
Good. Because I needed single girlfriends. That was my main priority when I moved to DC, was to have single girlfriends. And I found them.
And I'm still single.
Kat is still single.
But Jessica's not.
Nope. And speaking of me no longer being single, actually, the next time that we come to you, my boyfriend were to have met my parents for the very first time.
Oh,
so
we'll
let's
get
all
along great.
Bow our heads in prayer for his safe return.
Is your mom so excited?
Oh my God, she's really excited.
Of course she is.
Yep. We're all excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm hopefully gonna take him shooting at the shooting range. Get some mileage out of my gun.
Nice.
So we'll see. It'll be fun. Yay!
Yeah.
Nervous laughter. Woohoo!
It'll be great.
But in honor of Halloween, this was Breaking Beltway Halloween edition, and you're listening to Jessica Chasmar and
Birthday girl, Catherine Timpf.
Yep. Have a good night, folks.